YouTube, what's up guys? My name is David Escamilla and I'm back again with another haircut tutorial. Today we're going to be doing a 3-guard on top, and it's going to be a very blurry mid fade, guys. In this video, I really want to show you guys my guideline techniques, every single step that I use to blend out every line that's necessary for the 3-guard mid fade. So if you guys haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you guys hit that sub button. I give a lot of gems, a lot of my techniques, a lot of my secrets, I give it out in this channel. So to start off the tutorial, we're gonna first just chop down the bulk, and then we're gonna go in and identify the temple of the head, the corner of his hairline, and we're gonna do the first guideline with our trimmer, the highest point at the top of the ear, and then dip it down towards the back of his head, which is his occipital bone. The occipital bone is just the bone that protrudes from the back of the head. You guys can go ahead and kind of feel it in the back of your head right now with your hand if you guys want to. That's your guideline right there when doing a mid fade with no hooks. This no hooks means right there in that corner of his hairline, he has a C cup area where we completely take that down. That's what no hooks means. So I'm using my Andis wireless, and they aren't zero gapped, and the reason why I use this soft pair of trimmers is because it just leaves a softer line. It's not as sharp, and it's easier for me to blend out when I use my clippers. So you guys want to make sure you guys do the guideline on one side of the head first, then do it on the other side of the head, so then you guys can connect it in the back to ensure that both sides are even. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna just get rid of the bulk, and after getting rid of the bulk, I'm gonna shave that line, flicking out with my shaver. And then after, I'm gonna set 2 guidelines that are almost the same size. One is the lever open that you guys see there, the first guideline, and the one on top is the 1-guard with the lever open. If you guys want to get a clearer picture on how I did these steps, you guys can click that video on top that I'm going to leave for you guys. This video's information is mainly intended to show you guys how to blend out every single guideline. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be closing the lever and baby tapping that line. You guys are going to barely tap it in order for it to move a slightly bit, and then we're going to open the lever a little bit, go a tiny bit higher. You guys see how soft, and I'm going in control and just letting my machine do all the work. I'm also stretching out the skin with my hand above. And we're gonna open the lever up again one more time. So we're going maybe up like 4 or 5 times, opening up the lever. Every single time we open up the lever, we go a tiny bit higher into the fade. So the reason why I'm working in sections and zones is because it helps me stay organized with my workflow. So once I erase this line completely from this side of the head, all I have to do is really just repeat these steps over and over across the whole head until everything is completely blended out the right way. So that ensures that in the end, my finished product, everything is gonna be super leveled and super blended and super blurry, guys. So we're not done yet blending that line. I'm gonna give you guys a quick gem. I use another one of my clippers, the Babyless Gold FX, that does have notches on the side, and I use the corner of my clipper. We're doing a cornering method, and this is just to redefine that guideline to make sure that everything is just blended. Before I move to the next guideline, I want to ensure that that guideline is completely blurry. So this technique here that I'm using, it's called lever play. So when we get rid of that line that we just erased right now, and we want to redefine and detail some areas, you guys are going to have to learn how to use the lever on the side of your machine to identify certain points of the head that have dark spots, so you guys can eliminate those dark spots and blend those spots out. So the way that you guys can do that, you guys can do 2 things. you guys can either start with your lever fully open, hit the whole guideline one more time, and if you guys see that there's a little dark spot or a little error below that line, you guys can just put your lever a little bit lower, so you guys can lever play into that spot until it fully erases, and keep, you know, just playing with the lever until your machine erases that spot. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go and redefine that guideline one more time for you guys, just to make sure to double check that all the hair is completely taken down for that guideline. Like I said guys, I like being OCD. To put this step in basic terms, all we're doing is closing the lever, baby tapping that beginning of the guideline, just barely tapping it until it moves. It barely moves. Then we open the lever a tiny bit. So you guys have to make sure you guys measure the amounts that you guys are opening the lever, and you guys don't open it up too much, or you guys don't close it too much. So I do it like about 4 to 5 times of me opening the lever until the lever is completely open. And I just make sure to repeat this on both sides of the head. And as I work towards the back of the head, you guys have to make sure that you guys are also moving in the direction that the hair is growing. You know, you guys want to go against the grain. So if in the back of your client's head the hair grows towards the back of his occipital bone, or it changes directions, you guys have to make sure that you guys also switch directions with your clipper, so you guys can be able to really maximize the power of your clipper. So it makes your blending process a lot easier when you guys take that into account. So every client is gonna have different hair follicles, different hair texture, different hair growth patterns. So you guys have to make sure that you guys examine your client and you make sure that you go above and beyond, so you guys' fades can come out blurry. You know, that's just a basic concept when it comes to fading. So after doing that step guys, we're gonna put our 0.5 guard and we're gonna do the close to open method again guys. So it's super simple. This whole fade will come to life and it'll be your blurriest fade if you guys just stick to the system. You guys have to create systems for your workflow. This is the system that I use sometimes. I like to switch it up every now and then, but for the 3 guard or 2 guard fades, this technique, this system works best for me. So let me know down below guys if you guys are gonna try this out, or if you guys did try this method out, and you know, let me know what your results are. I want to hear from you guys. So just think about it like this guys, when you use a 0.5 guard, it's all about lever play, it's all about pressure, and it's all about staying in your guideline zone. So don't go above your guideline zone. On this step, what we're gonna do guys, we got 2 more guards to use. We got the 1.5 guard and the 2 guard. So we're gonna open up the lever and we're gonna create a guideline that's about 1 finger thick. It's the same concept guys. In this fade, all we're doing is working from our way down from the bottom of the fade to the top of the fade. We got 2 more guards to use. All we're doing is creating another guideline, the 1.5 guard, and we're gonna do the same thing that we did on the step before. We're gonna do the close to open method with the 1.5 guard and the 2 guard. This detailing tip, this detailing gem guys, it's called point cutting. We're using our shears to get into those deep hair follicles that the machine couldn't get rid of. We're aiming for dark spots here guys. We're just mainly just cutting the hair in half and we're poking holes in the hair. So I also like going in with my comb like that, just because I know that that comb is a little bit thicker, and if I use it in that 0.5 region, I know that it's not gonna, you know, ruin the fade, just because the comb protects me. So what I'm gonna be using here is my thinning shears now to aim at dark spots, and I have to be a lot more careful when I use this, because I'm reducing weight with this, but you can also mess up and you guys can create holes in your fade. So it's super important. You guys are gonna see their identified dark spot right there and at the corner of his fade. I'm challenging every single barber out there that is watching this video, or even a person that wants to become a barber. I encourage you guys to try every single technique that you guys saw in this video, because it's gonna allow you to get your work like this. You guys are going to be able to charge more. You guys are going to be able to find a side hustle, or just learn a trade on how to make money for the rest of your life, guys. If you guys did enjoy this education, let me know down below what I can do better for you guys. I know I didn't go over some steps, but I really want you guys to be patient, because on Thursday I'm going to be dropping another video. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. My name is David Escamilla, and I'm out of here, guys.